Hi everyone, it's Miss Shaz Jones. I have been experimenting a bit today with some social media posts and just some random filming, videoing of people. So I was out on my walk. It was sunny and it's been raining all week, so that was really putting me in a positive mood. But it's a Saturday, so I wasn't necessarily thinking about work. I'd been out for brunch with my bestie this morning for a pre-birthday brunch. So not in the mode of business at all. But when I passed my local barbershop, I remembered that I'd seen some posts from them trying to recruit another barber because they're always busy. There's always people waiting. And, some people leave because they can't get their haircut quick enough because there's only one barber. And anyway, so I thought, well, I'll drop in and talk to him because he didn't have any customers because he'd actually closed. I learned when I got in there. But his mate was coming and he was going to cut his hair after hours just as a kind of personal favour for him. And so I said to him, can I film? And he said, I'd love that. He told me before that he'd really like someone to do that because he's not great with social media, but he's a great barber. And so I filmed that and put it up on TikTok and Instagram. I'm not even sure if I know how to share screen on a YouTube Live, but I'm going to try and see if it looks like it's kind of working now. I hope it is. Okay, so this is my Instagram account. When I'm doing posts for myself, you can see this is me. I've got 0 comments. I'm going to show you my insights, like my actual stats as well. So I had 105 views, and half of them were actually followers. So people who know me, who said, yes, I want to follow you. And so that half of them, so it's over 50 people, have seen that and just gone, nah, I'm not going to give it a like. I'm not going to give it a comment. I'm not going to interact at all. So there was no post interactions on it at all. And there's like 47.6% of non-followers. And they didn't interact at all either. So you're like, why are you showing me that? That's a complete failure. And I agree, that is a complete failure. This is what I want you to see. The results that you get are not because of who you are, it's because of who your client is. So I'll just stop for a second because I think that brings you back to me. Getting a hang of this technology. Anyway, so I want to say that again. The results that you get are not because of who you are, it's because of who your client is. So I want to show you the results. I'm going to share screen again and show you a couple. This one, I was walking past the barbershop this afternoon. So this has only been up for a matter of hours, like not even 6 hours yet. And as I said, it was just his mate. He was giving him a haircut. This has had 604 views, so 6 times as many as the one that was about my business. Hardly any of the people who Instagram showed it to were actually my followers. Over 85% of people that Instagram showed it to were new people that Instagram was introducing to my content. They'd never seen it before, right? And so some of them had seen it from their homepage, others had been, referred from others or whatever. It reached 211 accounts. It had 31 interactions so far, 2.9% of them, so less than 3% from my followers. Over 97% of the interactions were from people who don't follow me. And there was 25 likes. There was 4 shares. So 4 people that don't know me said, this is such great content. I want to share it with my users, my followers. And there were some comments as well, and 10 people went to see my profile from this. So that's like a really completely different scenario, right? That, first of all, 6 times as many views and in much less time. So this one's hasn't even been up for 6 hours yet. The other one was the other day, so it's been more than 24 hours, and it was only 105 views. And they're not just to my followers, it's to completely new people. The algorithm's introducing me, spreading my content a lot wider. Why is that? I'm the same person. It's because the results you get are not because of who you are. It's because of who your client or your customer or your audience is. It's who they are. Now, you've probably heard me say before that online value is all about the result that you can deliver for them, not how much you're worth or how valuable you are. It's how valuable you are to them, or not even how valuable you are, how valuable the result is for them. So when you're talking about business owners, they earn more, they have a wider commercial context than you might have, particularly this barbershop, because it's sort of like in the heart of our community. It's right on a corner in the roundabout, so everyone sees it, goes past it every day. If you're walking past, the owner always gives you a wave and a nod, or tells you to come in, or a real connection point in the community. So it's all about who they are, not who you are. So don't get hung up on, I can't charge that because I'm not valuable, or I don't have experience, is one I hear a lot, or I don't have any social proof. I haven't had a client sign up yet. I haven't got a paid client, whatever. None of that matters, right? I'm going to share my screen again and just show you another instance of, not that one. I'll show you the one the day before. So this is, as I said, it's been raining all week. The sun only came out today, but 2 days ago, I was going to the grocery store, and on the way, I saw Suzanne Gray had a special for $9.95 on these long-sleeved tops, and it was in the colour that I like, and so I was quite excited by that. Went and tried it on. It was perfect fit. $9.95. And so just as something funny, I just put on there, when the rain won't stop, do you buy a dryer or new clothes? And then showed the new clothes. And let me just show, there's a few likes from my followers, like people that I know. 7 interactions, and over half of them were my followers, and like a few likes and a couple of comments. But look at this. The views were 1,917. Remember, I got 100 on the thing that was talking about my own business. I got almost 2,000 when I was talking about Suzanne Gray's business. And Suzanne Gray, I think they were the first ones to comment. Maybe they were like the second ones to comment. Anyway, they were quite... I don't even know if they did comment actually on the post, but they direct messaged me and said, yeah, no, they didn't even comment on the post by the looks, but they direct messaged me and said it gave them quite a giggle in the office. And so they shared it on their story, and that's why it got almost 2,000 views. But again, is that it's not about how valuable you are, because I didn't change. I didn't change from the 100 views to the 600 views or the 1,917 views, because it's not about the value that I provide for me or from me. It's the value that I provide to others. And if you'll service business owners instead of just your family and friends, you can do the same activity but get completely different results. So I've got, loads of Instagram posts. I don't even know how many at this point. Let's go and see how many I've had 3,428 posts. Okay. But most of them are just like me, my family or friends, or just random sort of stuff. Church, my mum on Mother's Day. Nothing really about business owners. But when I started doing business owners, just in the last couple of days, my views just went way up. So just to encourage you that if you're just starting out, it doesn't really matter what value you hold of yourself. So think of it this way. I heard Alex Hormozi, who's last weekend broke the record, the Guinness World Book of Records, for $100 million. I think it was like 95 million or something in US dollars in the 24 hours. But anyway, close to $100 million, or over $100 million now. That's pretty good money for a weekend, isn't it? Anyway, he said, look, if you're working for a business and you increase their sales by just 2% because of your social media or your AI, or even just manually commenting or liking or emailing or whatever your marketing kind of activities you do for them, testimonial, whatever. If that business has, say, $1 million worth of sales and you increase it by 2%, then they get $20,000 extra because of your activities. And that's awesome, isn't it? But if you do the same exact thing for a business that earns $10,000 and you increase their sales by 2%, then you only get like $200, or they only get, $200 extra. So you can do the same and get the same quantum of result, like 2% increase in sales. But it matters about who they are. It matters about how much they're earning. It matters about who the audience is, who the customer is, who the client. It doesn't matter about you at all. So I want you to just drop a comment if that's helped you get over the fact of, I can't charge because I'm new, or I'm just starting out, I haven't got any experience, or anything to do with you, because there's nothing to do with you. It's all about your audience and your customers, your clients, who you're serving, your community. If you're on school, I've got a community on school called Onliners, and it's all about supporting and encouraging and celebrating people who want to make online income. And so it's specifically targeted at people who want to make money. Now, I could do the same thing, liking, commenting, being part of the community for just my family and friends, but I'm going to get different results from that. I've been doing that for years on Facebook and Instagram and all that, and didn't earn money from that. And that's okay, because everyone needs some personal community as well. But all I'm saying is, if you want to earn money online, it's just a matter of a few little tweaks. It's not a big deal. It's not a big change. So if you want to be part of our Onliners community, I have dropped the link in the description, and you just click on that and join us, and we would love to have you. And I hope that we can boost your income, whether you join us there or you're only seeing us on YouTube or any other platform. I just hope that helps you. So thanks for listening and watching today. If you did like this, then do all the things: like, subscribe, comment, share, all the things, and tell your friends, and more importantly, put into action today something that you've learned on this video. See ya.